Everyone wants the victory, the trophy, the promotion, the perfect body, the successful business, the applause, the outcome. But very few people learn to love the road that leads there. And that's exactly why so many people quit. Because if your happiness depends only on the finish line, you'll spend most of your life feeling like you're losing. Listen carefully. The result is only a moment. The process becomes your life. Think about a mountain climber. He spends weeks climbing, fighting cold winds, crossing dangerous cliffs, sleeping on hard ground. Then he reaches the summit. He stands there for a few minutes, takes a breath, looks at the view, and begins the journey back down. The summit was never where most of the story happened. The climb was. Your life works exactly the same way. A soldier doesn't become elite because of one battle. He's shaped by thousands of mornings. Before sunrise, long before anyone notices him. The endless drills, the exhausting workouts, the discipline nobody applauds. Victory is simply the receipt. The process is where greatness is built. Most people chase motivation. The strongest people build routines. Because motivation disappears, the process remains. Some mornings you'll feel unstoppable. Others, you'll feel tired, frustrated, doubtful. That's why you can't depend on feelings. You have to fall in love with showing up, even when nothing exciting happens. Imagine planting an oak tree. You water it every day, week after week, month after month. Nothing remarkable seems to happen. No giant branches, no towering trunk, just slow, invisible growth. Most people quit during that season. They think nothing is changing. But beneath the surface, roots are spreading. Strength is developing. The greatest growth is often invisible. Trust the roots. A lion doesn't hunt because every chase ends in success. Sometimes the prey escapes. Sometimes the effort seems wasted. Yet the lion hunts again. Not because success is guaranteed. Because hunting is part of its identity. When discipline becomes your identity, you stop negotiating with yourself. You simply do the work. A blacksmith doesn't admire raw steel and hope it becomes a sword. He strikes it. Again. 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 Every hammer strike seems insignificant. But together, they create something extraordinary. Every workout, every page you read, every difficult conversation, every disciplined morning, they're your hammer strikes. Don't underestimate them. Fire teaches another lesson. It doesn't become powerful because of one log. It grows because someone keeps feeding it. Daily. Patiently. Consistently. Your dreams demand the same commitment. One burst of effort won't change your life. Repeated effort will. Storms test every ship. Some sink. Others survive because they were built well long before the storm arrived. Your daily habits are building your ship. Every disciplined action strengthens the structure. So when difficult seasons arrive, you don't panic. You endure. Imagine an artist painting a masterpiece. If all he cared about was the finished painting, he'd hate every brush stroke. But true artists love creating. The masterpiece becomes inevitable because they love the craft itself. You need that same relationship with your goals. Love becoming stronger. Love becoming wiser. Love becoming more disciplined. The results will eventually follow. Too many people ask, how long will this take? The better question is, who am I becoming while I do it? Because goals are temporary. Identity lasts. One day you'll achieve the promotion, the business, the physique, the dream. Then what? another goal, another mountain, another journey. Life never stops asking you to grow. That's why the process matters so much. It's the one thing that never leaves you. Imagine an eagle soaring through the sky. It doesn't rush from one mountain to another. It rides the wind. It trusts the journey. It understands that movement itself is freedom. Stop rushing through your own life. Every lesson, every setback, every difficult day, they're part of the masterpiece. 1 year from now, the version of you who consistently showed up will hardly recognize the person who once waited for motivation. Because discipline changes more than results. It changes identity. People will call you successful, confident, consistent, but they won't see the thousands of ordinary mornings that built those qualities. Success always hides inside boring repetition. That's why so few people find it. They chase excitement, while greatness quietly rewards consistency. Remember this: if you only celebrate outcomes, you'll spend most of your life waiting. If you celebrate the work, every single day becomes meaningful. Every workout is a victory. Every page completed is a victory. Every promise kept is a victory. That's how momentum is built. Not through giant breakthroughs, through tiny wins repeated until they become unstoppable. So stop obsessing over how far you still have to go. Look at how far you've already come. Be grateful for today's opportunity. Then earn tomorrow. Again, and again, and again. Because extraordinary lives aren't built by extraordinary moments. They're built by ordinary moments, repeated with extraordinary commitment. The process is where your character is forged. The process is where confidence is earned. The process is where discipline becomes part of your identity. The result? That's just the reward. The real victory is becoming the kind of person who never stops showing up. Fall in love with that person, and success will eventually fall in love with you. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I fall in love with the process, so that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will embrace the daily work until success becomes a natural byproduct of who you are.